Even Hippocrates said 2000 years ago, everything begins and ends in the gut. And here's why. It's also like your third chakra. I don't know if you know the major energy centers in the body, or your audience does, but you've got one at the root.
I do.
Yeah, I bet you do. In your sacral. And then the third one, right, is in your gut, in your stomach area. And from a holistic perspective, the solar plexus governs like self-esteem, confidence, how you show up in the world, our ability to process all of our emotions and experiences. And I think people can relate to, like, you know, you get bad news and the first place you might feel it is like a gut punch, right? Or if you're about to make a presentation, you get really nervous, you feel the butterflies in your stomach, right? That's all related to you and how you feel. And that's usually the first place that things start, right? But it's also the gateway to healing. Like 80% of our immune system is actually located in our gut. Why do you think we have so many autoimmune diseases today? Right? The gut actually produces 90% of our serotonin. That's the happy hormone, right? The feel-good neurotransmitter that affects your mood and your sleep and your overall happiness. So, you know, the gut also has these like 100 trillion microorganisms in there, like all the bacteria. You got good bacteria and bad bacteria that helps break down the food. And so when the gut isn't functioning properly, it tends to like have fissures in it and cause leaks and all kinds of stuff where it gets in your bloodstream and starts running amok. But from an energetic perspective, it's typically difficulty digesting life, like feeling stuck in a pattern of limitation or worry or guilt, not processing our emotions. You know, and that's the seed of our relationships, the tensions that we find in the digestive system. It's really like the fear of doing without, like the fear of lack, or like conflicts with your identity. So you know, when you talked about, you know, the 5, I was like, oh my gosh, this is a lot of people who are like women, especially, who are going through that empty nest syndrome, and it hits them right in the stomach, right here. Like, gosh, what am I going to do? Because they've lost their identity in some way, and they have to redefine what's my new identity. And so one of the things I usually recommend is like, think back to what you loved to do as a kid, right? You love like art or music or writing or, you know, helping others. And how can you pull some of that, you know, of what you loved as a kid into today, to reshape what you want to do next?